Hi, I'm Jackie Van Ruller, creator of the Flow Method for Radiant Health and Beauty. And in today's video, I want to talk about how you can prevent a cold. I know the seasons are changing here, and I've already had a few clients that have come in with cold symptoms, or they've been around people who have been sick, and they've been wondering how they can avoid getting a cold. So I'm going to show you a few exercises you can do just using your face to prevent that from happening. First one is you're just going to use your fingers, and you're going to go from the base of your nose all the way up to your hairline there and back down, and when you end, you want to just end up at the hairline. It looks like this. You just want to use some good friction, because what you're doing is you're heating up this area. You can see that I got some good blood flow going there, and what that does is that heats up your back. So if you're cold, or your body tends to run cold, you're going to be more likely to get a cold, versus if your body's warm and hot, you're going to be more likely to defend yourself against that. So that's the first exercise. It's also really great if you tend to get blackheads on your nose or have any issues with your reproductive system. So women, if you're having like cramps or uterine issues, anything like that, that helps to work those issues out as well. Second exercise, you're going to make your hands into a V like this. And you're going to place your fingers on either side of your ear, and you're rubbing up and down the front and the back of the ear. And you're going to do this until you feel it warm up, and then also until you feel yourself salivate. And then just do a little tapping down your neck. So just gentle tapping. This exercise does a couple of different things, actually several different things. First thing is that this is another reflex zone for the back, so it works to heat up the back so that you can prevent getting that cold feeling. The other thing is that this is a major lymphatic drainage passageway, and your lymph system produces these white blood cells called lymphocytes that go and attack viruses and bacteria and things like that that shouldn't be in your body. So they will actually go and attack the cold virus and help defend your body against getting the cold. And the third thing that that exercise does is there's reflex points for the throat right in here, and so they help with clearing out the throat and with coughing. And if you have a cough, you get a cold with a cough, this will help to relieve that cough as well. The next exercise I'm going to show you is you're going to use your pinky and your thumb, and you're going to come down the side of your nose right here and just find a point that may feel a little bit tender. And then you're going to take your thumb and place it right where the ear attaches to the face. So there's like a little place there that your thumb fits right in. And you're going to do that on both sides. And this helps to clear out your nasal passages and to stop a runny nose, or slow down the runny nose anyway. So you can just kind of hold that there. If you have a detector, if you've come to see me and you have one of these, you can just massage those points with the detector. The side there. And then come and massage this point here. So this is point 16. It's a point that's great for eyes and the shoulders to release tension and stress in those areas. But combined with point 16, it helps to stop things like excessive runny noses, crying, or bleeding. So it's also really good for a bloody nose. And the last thing I'm going to show you is another little trick that I really like, and that is if you have some Salon Pause patches. These are little pain relieving patches that you often use for like back pain or shoulder pain. You can purchase some of these. They are menthol and camphor and a little bit of salicylic acid, which is aspirin. You want to make sure you get the ones without lidocaine, because you don't want to block your nerves or whatever, so you do just want the ones without lidocaine. And they come in little patches like this. And you can cut them into little tiny squares like that size. And what you're going to do is you can stimulate that point 61 here, and this just helps to open up the nasal passageways and clear the sinuses. So do a little stimulation with your detector or with your pinky, and you can just put a little patch right on that area. And that's just going to hold that point a little longer, just activate it. And put it on that point 16. And the other point that I really like to work for a cold is just right where the opening of the nostril. And this point helps just warm up the body. And usually if you're getting a cold, this point will be quite tender. But the menthol and camphor feels really good just to breathe it in if you're starting to get sick. So you can wear these patches for about an hour or so. And usually what I'll do if I'm feeling like I'm starting to get a cold is I'll put the patches on, stimulate the points, put the patches on, and then go take a little nap. And then I'll wake up and take the patches off. And usually by then the symptoms have disappeared. And now what will usually happen, or pretty much always happen, is that the symptoms will start to come back later again in the day or the next day. You want to do those exercises as often as possible just to prevent that cold from setting in. As soon as the cold sets in, you're going to be stuck with it for 3 or 4 weeks, and you can do this all you want. It's going to help to relieve the symptoms, but it's going to be very hard to really get rid of the cold once it sets in. So keep up with these, do them several times a day, every time you think about it, every time you blow your nose, massage your nose, massage around your ears, do the tapping on your neck, hold these points here. And then if you have these little salon pads, you can cut little patches up and put those on these specific spots or anywhere that feels kind of tender on your face. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I do new videos.